A light in the Carpathians. Ungvar, the very name elicits fond memories of an era gone by, memories of a beautiful city nestled among the breathtaking Carpathian mountains so rich in natural treasures bestowed upon by Hashem. Memories of a city rich in its vibrant Jewish population, a populace of Erlich Yidden all yearning to serve Hashem to the best of their abilities. Jews have lived in Ungvar and the Carpathian mountain region for hundreds of years. Ungvar was blessed with a large Jewish population, indeed 1/3 of the general population of the city, and made their mark and contribution to daily life in Ungvar. Ungvar was the home of 7 shuls, a matzah bakery, chedarim, yeshivas, mikvahs, sheikhdim, and moelim. The Jews of Ungvar were known for their piety and absolute devotion to Hashem and His Torah. Ungvar was blessed by the above to host a vast array of Torah giants, renowned for their Yiras Shamayim, as well as their Torah scholarship. Some of these Torah greats became world-renowned, as Rabbi Shlomo Gansfried, the Baal Kitzer Shulchan Aruch, and the Maharam Ash, another great and famous Rav, and the Rabbi Chaim Elazar Shapiro, the Munkatcher Rebbe. Rabbi Menashe Klein, Gaon and Posek, who is known for his monumental Mishnah Halachas, is a Talmud of the last Rav of Ungvar, the noted and very dedicated Rabbi Yosef Elimelech Kahana, Hashem Yikam Damai, who stood as well as the head of the famous yeshiva. Holocaust. The first years of World War II were comparatively peaceful for the Jews of Hungary, but that quiet was brutally shattered when the Germans occupied Uzhgorod in the month of Nisan Tufshin Daled. The Nazis in Machshemam issued cruel decrees, and the mayor of the town was called upon to beg the Nazis to lighten the evil edicts. After Pesach, the Nazis ordered all the Jews to be transferred to the 2 ghettos, where they lived for 3 weeks in subhuman conditions. The worst was yet to come. At the end of Chodesh Iyar, the transports to the infamous Auschwitz death camp began. 3 trains a week, packed with Jews who had known better days, left Uzhgorod on a one-way trip never to return. Harav Tzaddik Rabbi Aaron Felberman and his family were on the first train out of Ungvar. The Rav carried with him his most treasured possession, a Sefer Torah that was a Yerusha from the Nadvarna Rebbe, Reb Mordechai. After 4 days of pure agony, the group of Yidden arrived in Auschwitz. They were welcomed by wretched Nazis who whipped and beat them as they alighted the train. One of the murderous Nazi soldiers demanded that the Rav throw the Sefer Torah down on the ground. The Rav refused, hugging the precious Torah even closer to his heart. The Nazis pounced on him, hitting him brutally with iron sticks until he fell to the ground, the Torah still in his arms, and breathed his last Al Kiddush Hashem. It seemed to all that Jewish life in Ungvar and the Carpathians was cruelly snuffed out forever, destined to be no more than a sweet memory. With the miraculous fall of the Iron Curtain, opportunities for Jewish life of Torah and mitzvahs were revived. The Lubavitcher Rebbe sent emissaries, once clandestine and now official, to revive Yiddishkeit in what was known in the past as the USSR. The large city of Ukraine blossomed with renewed Jewish life. Yeshivas, shul, chedarim, mikvahs, shechita, brisim, and more came to life and bloomed to the great joy of the Yidden who have yearned to keep their heritage for the last 70 years but were denied that basic right by the communist regime. Enter Rabbi Menachem Mendel and Rebbetzin Chaim Moshe Teichman and family. In Tufshin Samach Gimel, the Jews of the Zarkarpadia communities and Uzhgorod turned to Rabbi Shlomi Wilhelm, emissary of the Lubavitcher Rebbe and chief rabbi of Western Ukraine, with an urgent request. They thanked him for the Rav sending traveling shluchim to their kehillas for the holidays, but direly felt the need for a permanent Rav and shliach, a spiritual leader to teach and guide them. Rabbi Wilhelm knew exactly who would be the ideal Rav to fit the bill, and brought Rabbi Menachem Mendel Teichman and his Rebbetzin Chaim Moshe and family to Uzhgorod. Rabbi Teichman and his wife made the decision to dedicate their lives to spread Yiddishkeit and help fellow Jews wherever they may be needed, no matter how great the personal sacrifice. The time had come. The match was made in heaven, and Rab Mendel and family soon settled in and set about their holy task with vim and Hasidic vitality. Yiddishkeit in the Zakarpathian Oblast is a memory no more. The Jewish population may be smaller, but the joy of Torah and mitzvahs once again are being felt in the city and indeed the entire region. The Rav and Rebbetzin have established the Or Avner and Chana Kindergarten and Talmud Torah, a daily minyan as well as Shabbos and Yom Tov services, a Jewish women's club, shiurim and Hasidic gatherings for the community. Each and every Jewish family merits a personal visit from the shluchim, establishing a close relationship and learning firsthand the unique material and spiritual needs of each family. Friday is the busiest day at Chabad of Ungvar. The ovens and stoves have been working full steam ahead for the last 2 days, almost non-stop. Challahs for purchase are baked for the entire community. The Good Shabbos food packs are being prepared for delivery for 100 families throughout the Carpathian region, including challahs and Shabbos candles and a delicious and tasteful Shabbos meal. Under communist rule, no brisim were conducted in Ungvar. Now, thanks to the Rebbe Shluchim, 30 men and boys of all ages have been brought into the covenant of Avram Avinu. Each bris is celebrated with a beautiful Suda, compliments of Rabbi Teichman and family. Kosher food is now in supply in Ungvar, and warm kosher meals are provided daily in the kosher soup kitchen. Housebound? No need to worry. Your nutritious and delicious meals on wheels are delivered straight to your home for your convenience. A professional monthly journal written and edited by Rabbi Teichman is the spiritual Good Shabbos gift eagerly awaited by the Jewish residents of the entire Carpathian region. Recently, Jewish Ungvar claimed another first, the first Torah book published in the city, compiled from the editors of the Good Shabbos journal. The book is making waves wherever Russian-reading Jews live the world over. The Jewish life cycle is celebrated once again in Ungvar with great happiness and ceremony. Be it a bris, a baby girl's naming, or a bar mitzvah, the community celebrates together in the most elegant fashion, keeping our beautiful traditions and mitzvos.
Сегодня Шехосни, Габи, Гавриэль, Хихиашвили, пожалуйста.
As for the younger folks, shidduchim and Hasidic weddings take place with great joy and excitement, with the Rav and Rebbetzin guiding and escorting the couple all the way to the chuppah materially and spiritually. Taharas HaMishpacha, family purity, is another mitzvah that has been reintroduced in Ungvar, with the Rebbetzin teaching the laws of the Jewish family discreetly and with typical sensitivity. A state-of-the-art mikvah is being completed and will be ready for use shortly. V'samachta v'chagecha. Yomim Tovim like Sukkot, Chanukah, and Purim are celebrated big time, bringing all Jews of the region together for joyous concerts and for bring-ins. Chazonim and musical performers from around the world look forward to the experience of performing in the Philharmonic Concert Hall, formerly the Grand Shul of Ungvar. These events are much publicized and anticipated by the community and are the high point of the holidays. For the month of Tishrei and the holidays of Pesach, Rabbi Teichman imports teams of traveling student rabbis who are sent to the far-flung communities of the region. The shluchim are provided with all they need to make a proper Yom Tov for the various communities. Chust, Monkach, Vinogradova, and other cities get a boost of Yiddishkeit with these young, dedicated rabbis who lead the services, preparing communal holiday meals, and generally infuse the communities with a fresh breath of Yiddishkeit. Rabbi and Rebbetzin Teichman and their young family periodically visit the outlying communities and are welcome and beloved by all. Jews from all over the world with roots in Ungvar and the surrounding cities visit the city and are warmly greeted by Reb Mendel and family. Others come to see the historic places and pray at the kever of the Baal Kitzer Shulchan Aruch. Many make contact before their trip, asking Reb Mendel to make their hotel arrangements for them. These guests are not only taken on a tour of the Beis HaChaim that Reb Mendel cares for, to the holy graves, but are treated to a real surprise, a taste of present-day life in Ungvar, alive, thriving, and bubbling with the joy of Torah and mitzvos. Yes, thanks to the Lubavitcher Rebbe and his devoted shluchim, Yiddishkeit is alive and vibrant once again. The breathtaking Carpathian region where the holy Baal Shem Tov chose to learn Torah in seclusion reverberates with the sound of Torah learning and joyous celebration of Jewish life. Another spot on the world map is ready for the revelation of Mashiach. May it be imminent.